How are we doing? Hashtag positive for life. Woke up still feeling absolutely horrendous with this flu. Me and Tori, she's on antibiotics, as I have said to you. I woke up and saw Paulvenis' video wanting to spar Brett May. That will never happen in a million years. I do not know why Paul wants to spar with Brett, with so many injuries, etc., etc. Remember, this is the same man that told us he would be fighting the back of the end of 225 due to surgery, due to 3 or 4 injuries. Allegedly, he was taxed of £25,000. If that's true or false, that should not be getting mentioned on YouTube. Paul has a family. Listen, I've said a few bad words about Paul, but it's YouTube. Me and Paul spoke on the phone. He spoke to my old boy. I'll tag him in this video. He invited us down to put us in a hotel, train at his gym as much as possible, get us good sparring. So Venice, take my hat off to you, mate. The child and all this is Brett May. Brett May's doing more fucking videos and fucking hill sprints. The guy's saying he's the fittest he's ever been in years, but he's only been out of jail about 2.5, 3 weeks, sitting in his car, screaming at phones, calling people this and calling people that. But yet, Paul Venice has got 3, 4 injuries, and you could say what you want about Venna, I'll tell you that now. Because I'll tell you, Venna will turn up. As he's saying, his friend owns that gym. He will come down and spar, and it should be easy work for you because of his injuries. Now, Venna, why do you want to stamp on your best friend's fight, Danny Christie? I got told behind the scenes that you had fell out. Is that true? I don't know, but hashtag positive for life. This channel will blow. This is just my opinion. When the fight goes ahead with DC and Brett May will come out swinging. DC's got the head movement, he's got the pedigree, the amateur background. As I keep saying, I've trained with the guy, I've watched him spar, I've hot pads with him, I've held pads for him, nearly broke his wrist with my shots. I was doing footwork. That guy is a technician. On this side of YouTube anyway, people are saying 6 stone advantage. Well, how well did it go for Tyson Fury? Run rabbit, run rabbit. Tyson Fury got the head boxed off him. But in my opinion, I was a Fury fanboy. Watching the fight live with Victoria, the last Usyk fight, I had Tyson Fury winning. But I was biased. I watched it back. The missus says to me, Usyk's won that. But she thought, robbery, you'll get a draw for the trilogy for Turkey al-Sheikha. Turkey al-Sheikha. Turkey al-Sheikha. Anyway, Turkey. Turban. Turkey al-Sheikh. Fury's video was not that nice, was it? What was it called? Dick Turban.
Something.
Dick Turban. I think it's something to do with a robbery. Tyson Fury still thinks he got robbed. And quite early, so if you're Tyson Fury watching them fights back, you could see a case for both fights, but listen, he was beat fair and square for the great Alexander Usyk, undisputed cruiserweight, undisputed heavyweight, AJ twice, Fury twice. Daniel Dubois went off him for he jumped in the ring when Fury stormed off. Mate, you quit against Usyk, you quit, you jacked against Joe Joyce as well. Fair enough, you've came on leaps and bounds, Daniel. But listen, mate, Joseph Parker, you do not look past Joseph Parker. Look at the improvements under Andy Lee in the last 4 or 5 fights. Different animal. But Brett May will not spar Paul Venice. I could bet you my fucking life that spar will not happen. Danny Christie fight won't even happen. That's how Danny's got a backup fighter on the back burner. Brett, stop making videos, mate, telling people how fit you are. You've got your comment section up your hooper. Paul Venice maybe did get taxed of 25G, but listen, that's his business. He just got married, he's got kids. Have a bit of sympathy for the man. Stop calling him like crackhead junkie, big chin. He's got a family to provide for. And if he got taxed, he got taxed. I've never been taxed in my life, but 25G is a lot of money. For whatever he done, I don't know, I don't take none to do with it. That's what happens when you came on the scene, Paul, trying to compare yourself to Lee Duffy. Was the biggest mistake of your life, mate. It's like me coming on podcasts and saying that I looked up to, I want to be like George Kerr or George Ferry back in my younger day. That's just something I would not say. I've got a mate that passed away that was my right hand man, vice versa, well known in Dundee, my age, and the guy was a machine. Now, I don't come on YouTube and go, me and my right hand man, he passed away, blah blah blah. R.I.P. Shondo. What a man, grew up with the guy all my days. Guy was a fucking machine. R.I.P. bro. Went about with him every day, but I've got a lot of good stories that I'll keep to myself for his family. But I was in that family all my days. But the point I'm making is I could come on here, people know who I went about with and whatever. But my friends, the last couple of right-hand men have passed away at a very young age. But yeah, your biggest mistake, Venice, was mentioning Lee Duffy, mate, and now allegedly Lee can be your dad. Well, everybody's laughing at that. Me and Victoria done the numbers and the maths. Venice probably could have been your dad. Venice, Lee probably is your dad. Your mum was about that age, I believe. She was an addict, active user at the time, but she's been clean 28 years with your auntie, mate. And they started, what's it called? He's
Oh, the NA.
NA, brain freeze here with this flu. So big shout out to Venice's mum and auntie. Paul, I'll tag you in this video, mate. Do not delete comments. Freedom of speech, I get called the J word as well, mate. But listen, keep yourself in good shape. Keep your higher power close to you. And go down, spar with Brett, mate. You won't accept it, mate. But honestly, Venice, mate, you look a bit rough. I'm worried for you, mate. I'm worried for you. I'm worried. You're my son. I'm worried for you. Give us a phone. Your dad needs to speak to you. I need to say, listen, son, everything's going to be A-okay. But I'm only joking. R.I.P. to Venice's dad. People stop taking the piss and saying Lee Duffy this and Lee Duffy that. But Paul, you did bring that on yourself, mate. Now, what would happen if they two sparred? In my opinion, Paul Venice still flat packs him injured. Danny Christie goes through him. Brett May is just a talker. Honestly, the guy's made about 20 videos for yesterday. And that's all I've got to say on that matter. May the best man win on the night. Danny Christie and his backup opponent, because it ain't going to be Brett May anyway. Trust me on that. He's a swinger. He's a street brawler. He's not got any skills to pay the bills. Danny Christie has. Paul Venice, I hope you get your spar and go through him. Brett's maturing a wee bit, but he's went back downhill. Hashtag positive for life. God bless. Have a nice day. Catch up soon. Very unwell. Everybody get better soon. Amen.